All right. Gonna chill out for a few minutes. See if anyone joins. In the meantime, I'll set up the phone so I can read stream chat in real time. Fadoodles, fadaddles. Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna be here for these, but that's fine. So, unfortunately, I was unable to miss the state of play as it was going on. So, I have a lot to catch up on. I do know that DOA received some announcements. I have not seen the actual announcement trailers themselves, but I am aware that it looks like we're getting another DOA game as we should. It is the main franchise of the Ninja Gaiden verse, so it'll only make sense that DOA would be getting a new one. But I'll give it a few more minutes to warm it all up. Looks like so thankfully it's state of play, so it's only like an hour long. I saw the live stream timers were like 4 hours earlier today, and I was worried that they would all be like 4 hours. I think Mangler will be joining me for this one. So yeah, also new JJK chapter dropped as well. It looks like we have seen our first official domain blitz in JJK as well, which, if that's true, then JJK just lost like 90% of their versus matchups. Ah, thank you, Red Dust. I'll finish that. I will change that by the end of this stream. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, sorry. I've been a little busy these last couple of days. I did get your message though. Also, hello, Red Dust. So yeah, state of play 2026. This is what PlayStation's pushing out. I'm hoping it's not too many exclusives. I know I see some third-party games here, so we'll see how that goes. Resident Evil's dropping later this month. I will have to. I might play that day one. We'll see. We'll see. And I'll give it about 2 more minutes, and then we'll start it up in earnest. Shouldn't take too long. I doubt there's anything too crazy to talk about in this state of play. I believe Death Stranding's also getting a not a remaster, but a more complete edition. Or it might just be getting like a global release schedule. What are you looking forward to the most on Resident Evil 9? To be honest with you, just like a fun story. The problem with Resident Evil 7 and by extension Resident Evil 8 is that they just weren't fun. Oh, hello, Mangler.
Oh yeah, Resident Evil. Yeah, that franchise that I played so many times.
Yep, of course, of course.
Mm.
All
Yeah,
right, so
words of wisdom here. Carry on.
I take it you've actually seen the state of play already. I have not, but I take it
So
you have.
I've seen parts of it. I didn't watch it live, but after the fact, I went and like scrolled through it when it was done, and I saw like most of the major ones. I don't think I saw all the titles though.
All right,
I
let's
won't
see if
spoil anything. I'll just kind of leave it for you.
I
No,
do know DOA has several announcements because that was the one thing anyone told me while I was driving around. So I'm looking forward to that for sure. but I don't really know what else is in here. Oh no, actually, I know one other thing. We did not get a DMC 6.
Dude, you should have seen the fucking. I didn't see the meme, but Sparta sent me of the Square Enix fans having a fucking riot on Twitter because they didn't get any FF or H4. They're like, Square Enix, I will see you in hell. They were so mad.
I'm trying to
Uh,
think. Well, no, it's been 2 years since Final Fantasy 16. Well, no, because Final Fantasy 7 Part 3 is still in the works, right? I guess I can see why they'd be upset.
well, also because Final Fantasy's always getting new content every year, they're gonna beg for shit regardless. Well, KH4 fans being so mad because people just claimed it was gonna be there. It's like, guys, what actual like leakers did you have that were reputable?
Listen, were any of your leakers
Come on.
actually reputable, bro? Come on. Come on. Source. But all right. So let's start this up. Mature content, not suitable for all ages. Valid, valid.
I am indeed mature. I am not suitable for all ages, though.
That's wild.
I sense suffering here,
Oh.
Spirit.
Okay.
Do you need help?
Trailer. Ember Lab.
Did you already answer Red Dust's questions?
What are you looking forward to the most from Resident Evil 9? Yeah. The thing is like, I don't think Resident Evil 9 should really exist. Not because I don't want Resident Evil to continue, but like, we're back in Raccoon City, and
Again.
Leon's also dying from the disease that probably should have killed him like 20 years ago.
How many times does he come back to this same damn city for this same damn virus?
You know what the funny thing is? He's only ever been to Raccoon City once. This will be his second time going back, technically. Doesn't feel like it.
I don't believe you.
So
You
he
can tell
only
the truth.
goes to Raccoon City to start his job as a police officer. Then the nuke happens, and he has
I
no
know
reason
that-
to ever go back there.
I know about that part because I at least played a little bit of the demo. Because, like I told you, I downloaded the demo, which was free.
Yes.
But that's all I played
Yeah,
of Resident Evil.
that's the only. So everything else happens in other places. It's just that Raccoon City was just the most unlucky place to start.
That's wild.
It is.
How are you? I'm doing good. Zim, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Okay, decent art style so far. Decent art style.
One of your kind, Cosmora.
Why not?
I'm glad you're here.
This looks like a Chinese game, I would assume.
Oh, I was muted. I was going to say I've both heard and seen that a lot of things at this conference, despite being a PlayStation State of Play,
Was locked inside
were not PlayStation exclusives.
with the secrets of forgotten practice.
I mean, I think to be fair, I think the era of exclusives kind of died when Xbox kind of died. You would still need a game console and internet to play the demos. Technically, it's not free. Yeah.
Say
I don't know.
Xbox died as if that wasn't just their intended goal, was to just change.
But yeah, like the way I say they technically died is because technically they're no longer really console makers. They now just sell gaming PCs effectively.
That was always their intended goal. I get what you're saying, though, because they always wanted to push things into the PC market. They're owned by Microsoft at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's why. Where it's like, ultimately, they did, like, the console died, but like the PC will most likely live on. The Xbox will more than likely evolve into a PC gaming line in the near future, I would assume.
Tons of hardware options, tons of software.
This game looks decent.
Fear will
I just hope it doesn't play like Dark Souls.
creeping to the present, which must always pass.
I don't think there are many Soul-likes in this game, in this state of play.
Well, that's why. Like, this looks like a Souls-like. That's why I'm like hoping. What's gonna happen at 343 Industries then? I don't know. Maybe they'll make a good Halo game.
Change.
Oh wait, hang on. Did they make Halo Wars 2?
Yeah,
All right.
and they made 4, and they made Infinite.
Yeah. But I'm not counting. I'm not counting those. Infinite's not
Four-
bad.
four-
But man,
4 was
that free
4 was
roaming-
great. 4 was great.
Of the new trilogy, 4 was probably the best. Infinite it's not bad. It's just that fuck, man. That free roaming was not
May it
necessary.
depart in peace.
I didn't mind it.
Of
It's
course
actually
you
pretty
didn't
good.
fucking mind
For,
it. You probably were just fucking walking around talking to people the whole time as you walked 3 hours. In
no,
your
I
direction.
was killing people and then taking their weapons and then going back to base with my bullshit overpowered weapons because that's what you're supposed to do.
That just sounds
After
like
the
uh,
initial
sounds like you're
response
doing your
from
favorite
Cambridge
thing,
Spirits in
redistributing wealth.
2021, the team was excited to take on the challenge of creating something even bigger and better.
To be fair, I was redistributing it from the banished, who just redistribute it from other people.
That just sounds like a glorified redistribution circle.
Since her adventure in Bridge
Very
of Spirits,
aggressive
Kena has
circle.
grown into an older, more experienced.
Why are you mad
Her
at the
dedication
circle
outweighs
jerking of
experience.
circle jerking?
She comes to a new land called
I was
Cosmos.
just doing what I.
Communities. On this adventure,
Wait,
Kena
sequel to
discovers
what?
a spirit guide's role in helping
Apparently,
living
the
people,
original one was Kosamur or Kenya of the Bridge or
not only
something.
those who have passed away.
Yeah, for
Congrats
some
to
reason-
Kenya of the Bridge fans and all their,
Loved about the first game.
you know, 5 or 6 fans. I don't know how much. I've never heard of this game.
What is better
It's
games
probably
and
mobile.
gameplay, DMC or Ninja Gaiden?
And of course,
DMC.
Better
DMC.
games and gameplay.
I'm
gonna say
I'm
gameplay.
DMC.
I'm gonna say games definitely DMC. Gameplay that depends on what you're interested in. But as a hack and slash as a whole and like an experience, probably DMC.
PC. Thanks so much for watching and enjoy the
Like-
rest of the show.
I played Ninja Gaiden 2 on stream. I don't know if I played Ninja Gaiden 1. And while I don't regret my time playing it, it is a very stiff hack and slash. DMC I never felt was stiff. And that sounds weird to say, but that makes a big difference. What got dropped so far? Just Kena, Scars of Kosamaro. I mean, so keep in mind, we're not watching this live. This has already happened. I was just busy with life, but I'm here to watch it now since it's only like an hour. Ghost of
Always
Yodi
had some
Legends.
stiff.
Um,
It always had some stiff stuff.
yes. So this is the Ghost of Tsushima sequel, right?
Not even for DMC 1's gameplay. Every Ninja Gaiden game, like every 3D Ninja Gaiden game prior to 4, was pretty stiff for Ninja Gaiden 1's.
I
or for
never
DMC
played
1's gameplay.
4. So if
4 was a lot better because it was developed by Platinum. They actually turned it into like a more accessible hack and slash.
do I play Ninja Gaiden games? Oh, fucking scroll down, you fucking bastard!
Do I play Ninja Gaiden games in order from timeline or come out? You just that's the same order. It goes Ninja Gaiden 1, 2, 3,
Decide
and 4.
if you want to play the 2D games or not. And when you decide the correct answer of no, you just play 1, 2, 3, and 4.
So even if you wanted to play the 2D games, you would still play them 1, 2, 3, 4 because that's the order they're in. And I guess Ragebound.
Is
Yes.
4,
Yes.
Is 4 before Ragebound? I assumed 4 was
It-
the latest point in the timeline.
It's after Ragebound, but when you said the 2D games, I thought you were talking about like the original NES trilogy.
Well, yeah. The original NES trilogy because they combined them with Ragebound for whatever reason.
Listen. If you want to do Ragebound included there, then play that before 4. But you can play the trilogy first. There you go. Back to the footage.
Is this a Ghost of Yodai like DLC or is this like a special like separate game?
Ghost of Yoda even out? I never played it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It's an online co-op game set in the Ghost of Yodai universe. Okay. This could be pretty fire, actually. I did want to play Elden Ring, Dark Ray, or Night Rain, I think is what it's called, because it seemed kind of cool in concept, but none of my friends play that, so there's no reason to buy it. This looks fun, though. This could be pretty fire. No pun intended.
Doesn't Night Rain have crossplay? Or no?
Does it? Can anyone confirm if that's crossplay or not? Do I have to play all the Dead or Alive games too? No. Just if you care about the story, no.
If you just want more
isolated.
If you want more like gameplay, especially in like a fighting sense, then go play Dead or Alive.
Bro, I was so excited for this. Way to get off work and everything. Nice, Reggie. Hopefully we're so disappointed. No Sonic or Ninja Gaiden 4 DLC. At least we have DOA 7. Good. At least the main franchise is back. Thank the Lord. Hell Vanguard versus Hell Judecca.
Vanguard
I'm trying to
probably
remember
would
what
take
Hell
that.
Judecca's statements are. I feel like Vanguard should take that though.
Judecca is just like made up of a bunch of Hell Kanas, but Hell Vanguard has like better abilities and better statements. All the demons fear it. At least all the lesser demons.
Actually, so funnily enough, Ghost of Yodi actually ended up outselling Ghost of Tsushima, which is kind of interesting.
That's wild.
Who do you think will come out on top?
A lot of people told me it was a way better game. Tsushima, I mean. And I played Tsushima.
From what I understand, Tsushima is the better game, but well, Yodi had a lot of stuff around it that kind of pushed its sales a little bit beyond just your standard gameplay. Holy shit, boys! Holy shit! Here's what we're here for, boys.
You? Or me?
Mangler? I am Mangler.
Wait to find out.
Fuck yeah, boys! Here we are. Holy shit! It's Amazon Simulator.
Oh, wait. Oh, it's coming to PC. Okay. Death Stranding 2. I was like, we already got Death Stranding. Oh, it's another Death Stranding.
To be as fair as possible, I'm sure this game's actually not dog shit. It's just kind of, whoa, was that Metal Gear Solid 5?
Look, I'm sure we've got that very limited cinematic animation where I'm supposed to care. Oh my god, a car! Actual vehicles!
First gameplay this time, chat! Okay, it's actually
Watch that.
right? I'm not gonna lie.
Hold up. Watch that be available for like 1 or 2 missions.
I hope DOA 7 did take away your characters. Every DOA game chooses a roster. I just hope the roster's not dog shit. Yo, this is
Yeah, but
kinda
fighting
bad, chat.
games always mix and match characters from like previous games. You're never gonna get like the same cast. You won't get every returning character. That's just how things work.
Bro, it didn't help that all the leaks kept saying we were getting a new Sonic game and a new DMC.
I'm Mike Booth from Bad Robot
Yeah, that's because most of the leaks were just people yapping shit. They said the same thing about Cage 4. Like, they said we're gonna see Cage 4, DMC 6, and like Bloodborne, Sonic. I heard like we were gonna see everything, and I'm like,
Tell me people weren't believing leaks that had Bloodborne in them.
they thought we were gonna get Bloodborne 2. They thought we were gonna get Bloodborne 2, and I'm like, bro, we're gonna get all of that in the same conference? Damn! Sony must have money. Like, no, fuck that.
Bro,
They would announce that of their own.
No, go to finish your thought. Go to finish your thought.
No, I was saying, if something that big, they would never show it off all at one conference. That's what E3 was meant for. E3 is the only event that's big enough in the year to justify that, and they didn't announce anything like that.
Dude, if people were literally believing leakers who were like, bro, I promise Bloodborne 2 is coming. Bro, you guys played yourselves at that point.
We have DOA last round's 6 last round as well, but that's just a port though.
No, the last rounds usually have extended content.
Yeah, but that's still like you still have DOA 6 is what I'm saying. You're basically getting like a special edition.
Yeah, but like the special editions for DOA have been pretty pristine.
I'm not saying they're not great. I'm sure they are. I'm sure they're the best version of that game. I'm just pointing out you're still technically getting the same game.
Kind of like you're in the same core game, but they do some balance changes too. Listen, it's a massive upgrade, is what I'm going to say. Usually, it's a massive upgrade.
Well, if you're really into the fighting game balance, then yes, I guess it is technically a whole new game because patches and post-launch content.
This game actually looks pretty good. Wait, I think I remember this game. Yeah, they announced this game last year.
Everyone votes to choose the next mission.
The only reason I believe the DMC6 stuff was because they said Ryan Deckhart was going to be in it, and he tweeted hyping up the state of play. He probably just wanted to see the state of play.
Biggest mistake. Rookie mistake. If you hear anything about Bloodborne in the leaks, they're all fake. Rookie mistake. You guys should know this by now.
Neo 1, 2, 3 count as Ninja Gaiden canon timeline? Yes, they do. They're like earlier on though, because they're like early like pedo period games.
If you want to do that one timeline-wise, you play those first, but they have next to nothing to do with Ninja Gaiden's actual story. No, actually, take it back. Ninja Gaiden 4...
So, they have to do a lot with lore. Specifically, if you want to know about the yokai, you have to play, like, Neo. But that only becomes relevant when you play 4. It's not relevant to the first 3 games.
We really want players to try things and
No,
think outside
I
the
am
box.
glad that
Hacking an
Team
alien
Ninja
terminal
is
to
going
provide
back to their
intel to
root
the rest of the
franchises.
team,
I really
or
hope they
being
make the right
bombarded by
decision. Just focus on the
kilowatt
core
drop
fan
pods,
base instead of
or
trying to
barely
please
escaping
everyone.
with your life.
Because that's what killed DOA 6, so I'm really hoping we get an improvement
If
to
you do
that.
die, don't worry.
Assume they kind of went back to it because they gave us 3 Ninja Gaiden games in the same year, and they were all fire.
Well, there's also the fact that they don't really have IPs we're talking about besides the Ninja Gaiden franchise.
From an increasing array of powerful gear and upgrades. Each act of the
Also, Wolong Fallen Dynasty, but that said in China, nobody gives a fuck about Wolong.
This is the
Is
scanner
Wolong a
box,
part of
a
the
huge
Ninja
geologic
Gaiden
surveyor that
universe?
scans for flux deposits to harvest. Its scan fields are very lethal,
I
creating
thought
a
Wolong
dynamic
was its own
obstacle
separate thing.
course of lasers to avoid while attempting to destroy the boss itself.
This game
Because
looks pretty
the scanner's
fun. I think
body
you could have some
rotates
fun with
like
this
a
if you have the
3D
right team
puzzle. You
composition.
want to spread out and attack it from all sides.
What is
Of
this?
course, while avoiding the
It's called
slow-moving,
For Loop.
lethal laser grids.
Am I in a loop?
How did DOA 6 try to
Our
focus
goal here
on
is to create
everyone?
something new, where every run
A lot of the costume designs and the combat changes were to try to be as open to most people as possible. Like, that was a big
has
contention with the
yelling
game's
and
release
laughing and saying,
schedule.
"I can't believe that just happened."
That's why
We're
Kasumi's
currently
outfit
improving,
is the
so
way
there's
it
still
is in
plenty of
DOA
polish to
6
come.
versus
And
the
we need
original
players like
versions.
you to join us in upcoming playtests. Your feedback will be invaluable in helping
Basically,
us
DOA
make this
tried to
game truly
tone
great.
down what they were
We can't
known
wait for you
for,
to play
and
it for yourself.
they are unfairly
Now,
known for it, to
go
be
and
clear.
fail
Because
to
I don't
save
want
the
to
world.
hear any booby fighting shit from the fucking Tekken players and the fucking Street Fighter fans. They have no room to stand on. Oh, this Capcom game.
What's this?
I was gonna say, when it comes to Tekken, most of the female characters don't really have that in like most of their main outfits. You kind of need like a special outfit for that for like specific games, but that does happen. Like, I'll grant you, like that does happen for some characters. Not really a thing for like Asuka, but maybe a thing for like Nina.
It's more so the outfits aren't always revealing for Tekken. You are correct on that one, unless you're a male character, in which case half the time you are.
In which case, yeah, you have fan service necessity.
They try to be more serious
Yeah.
fighting game. I mean, DOA was always a serious fighting game, but yeah, no. The point is you can't have female designs like a lot of these fighting games do, and then stand on a high horse. Only Mortal Kombat gets to talk shit because Mortal Kombat toned down their female designs to be quote unquote more realistic.
Well, I was actually going to say that there's a different reason. Mortal Kombat actually tried to reboot itself and constantly reboots itself all the time. So it actually has like more of a. Well, I'm saying it has more of an actual like story reason to artistically depict them differently because they keep rebooting themselves.
At this point, there is no Mortal Kombat continuity. There are only the reboots. Every game is a new reboot.
New York.
Is that a place on Earth?
What am
So
I?
this is a new. Ooh, okay. This is a new Capcom game. This could be fire. This could be fire.
Since leaving the vault.
Is this Pragmata?
Yes.
All alone, huh? I know the feeling.
I don't know if this is the first gameplay showcase.
What were you like as
I
a
think it
kid?
is.
When I was young, I was in an orphanage.
Here, let me turn on the subtitles.
I was a lot like you.
Soul Calibur fans.
Along the way,
Soul Calibur fans weren't talking shit. They knew they had no room to talk.
someone looking out for me. And now it's your
Yakumo
turn.
scales to Ryu since the Dark Dragon Blade is equal to the True Dragon Sword. Had the power of the Dark Dragon. Look at Ayane in Ninja Gaiden 4. Yeah, 18-year-old being world-class fighters are definitely serious realism. Damn straight. Second, actually. This is the second gameplay reveal? Wow. I didn't even see the first one. So, who wants to put money down? This will still have better gameplay than Monster Hunter.
Put money down that it'll have better gameplay than Death Stranding, despite looking almost exactly the same from what we've seen so far.
Does DCKO Homelander one-shot DMC versus Badly, right? No, I don't even think he was all that amped by the fucking... Because he's not really all that amped by Darkseid. You were talking about DCKO with what's-his-face in the voice chat, right? Or am I mistaken, Mangler? What? What was that? Okay, I think I heard you were.
Yes. The name.
So do you have any details on Homelander's amp for his fight against Superman?
I believe the entire comic was just trying to clarify like why he was able to fight Superman. I'd have to go and get the specific ones, but I don't think it would matter because even if you think that's the canon Homelander, he's only able to do those things because of the Heart of Apocalypse. So like after that tournament, he'd go right back to being Fraudlander.
Also, even then, as far as I know, he doesn't get new powers. He just gets amped, so that wouldn't really help him fighting
That's just
DMC.
kind of like a stats boost. And if you're going to go with that logic, base Superman, who was also in that tournament, being amped by the Heart of Apocalypse, stepped up to Captain Atom, and Captain Atom was like, all right, here's Red Sun, Kryptonite, your powers are gone. And all he did was just manipulate some matter at the quantum level, which is pretty.
I remember you were very upset. I think on Captain Atom's loss, I believe.
Yeah, but because when that was explained to me, what he did, I'm not even a Captain Atom fan. I was just upset on principle that Superman, a man with no hacks, lost to the guy with nothing but hacks after he had beaten him with nothing but hacks. That was fucking stupid.
All right. Let us continue. 6 survivors, Raccoon City, all dead.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, typical day in Raccoon City.
Victor purchased the building after Umbrella went under.
So,
The Rhodes Hill.
I'm curious if we're going to get confirmation as to who died, or if they're just going to leave it ambiguous. Because I'm
For the
assuming
endings?
Jill's not dead. Because she, for whatever, she seems to just be aging slowly the last time we saw her.
Oh, okay.
So, does Homelander one-shot Omni-Man? Depends on how I want to scale it.
Well, there's definitely a version of him now that can fight Omni-Man.
Superman actually has some pretty decent hacks.
You for a reason. Did you find
Not yet.
Based on what version?
CIA or the Pentagon.
Because I can tell you that that's not true for the first 50 years of his comics, for his entire pre-crisis era. And he has not fundamentally changed when it comes to his base form for the surrounding eras.
I wonder if they're actually going to have the balls to kill off Leon.
The team has settled on a person of
No,
interest.
he'd win. As death comes for him, he activates the T-virus and kills the Grim Reaper.
Honestly,
But because of his love of humanity, he then resists the ability to turn himself into a zombie just long enough to kill himself, so that he can die a human.
Nah. That's probably what's gonna happen. But it would actually be one of the coolest things if they actually decide to make the final boss be a BOW version of Leon.
Whatever it takes.
I think what would probably happen, as someone who doesn't know anything about Resident Evil, is that they're probably gonna hit him with a strain of the T-virus or something, and he's gonna, like, when he's like dying or something, he'll hit the strain of it in order to get back in the fight and then kill whatever enemy is there. It will take him over, and then you'll fight Leon as the other character, and then defeat him, and that's how he'll die.
We'll see. Wait, is that Sherry?
Man, this music is really nice.
Oh, it looks like Sherry's in this game.
Where baby girl Ada? No one knows.
Bro, Ada better be dead for all the fucking time she's blue balled fucking Leon. Leon deserved better.
We're gonna see her with white hair in the game, and last scene, they're just like holding hands. Finally, took her 50 years of blue balling him.
We wanted to highlight the upcoming release dates for both Pragmata and Resident Evil
Finally.
Requiem from
Do you remember
Capcom.
Resident
Both are
Evil
coming soon to
author say?
PS5 with
No.
support for PS5 Pro.
Now, let's return to the dark world of Nosgoth with an announcement for fans of Legacy of Kain.
Oh yeah, Legacy of Kain fans.
2003's
Leon
Legacy
is
of
Resident
Kain
Evil
Defiance
version of
Kain
Dante. They
remastered
aren't killing him.
with
I don't think
dynamics
Leon has an actual lore explanation
today. The
that will
final
give him
chapter
the
in
ability to like.
Silver
I don't think he has any sort of
Surfer
lore
into
explanation that would allow him to live forever.
Kain and his betrayed lieutenant, Raziel. This remaster boasts updated HD graphics, a new third-person camera,
I think Kyle would like
and
this one.
wayfinding level maps.
Like, unless they turn Leon into like a zombie or give him like a modified version of a virus that doesn't allow him to age, he's gonna die eventually.
Mode, and more.
If they keep making Resident Evil games,
Version of the game
at least sequels.
Oh, Kyle's gonna
comics
have
and
a field day with
playable
this
demo
one.
of Dark Prophecy, the unreleased sequel to Defiance.
You could be right, Reggie. Like they might not kill him like on screen, but he'll definitely die at some point if they don't do something about him.
For another throw against one's destiny. What was a king to do?
Legacy of Kain Defiance Remastered launches next month and will be available to pre-order starting today.
So it's Legacy of Kain, then Defiance, then the demo for the sequel that never happened. Which I'm gonna be honest, if they're releasing a sequel demo, if I feel like that's basically saying if you guys all buy this game, we'll make the sequel. I don't know. Maybe that's just me like hoping there a little bit.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that was the fun. So Kyle was talking to me about this today, and he was telling me how these games were on different platforms. He's like, "Oh, well, you could just emulate them." I'm like, "I don't want to have to emulate them. I'd rather them be ported." Less than a week later, Legacy of Kain Defiance remastered, and it has all the content too. It also has like they said the deluxe edition has like the comics
yeah,
included.
So it had the comics and bonus lore content and everything. They said Resident Evil 9 will be the strongest version of Leon. That doesn't make sense. Unless the virus is giving them strength as he's dying. What is this?
Well, even better, Zim. He's been holding back 99% of his power all these games.
Leon also had Claire and Helena as potential love interests.
Strategy RPG
That is
tells
true.
the story of 6 heroes who rise against an empire
Like, yeah,
invaded with overwhelming
when I fought in Raccoon City, when I fought for the president's daughter, I wasn't going all out.
Leon takes off his jacket and it actually causes an earthquake that can be felt all around the world.
Enjoy deep strategic gameplay with over
He no longer uses the 12-gauge shotgun. He now uses the 1-gauge shotgun.
and countless hours of gameplay with 6 main storylines.
His
and
revolver
side quests
is
across 24 nations.
so heavy that BOWs can't lift it.
Brigand Abyss launches this year, and you can wishlist it starting today.
It's stupider the more we talk about it.
Bro, just wait for it.
No, they're gonna have Leon show up.
The dead
Instead of punching one boulder, he'll punch 2.
No, Leon touches
And-
the boulder
and-
and it just breaks.
No. Even better, he'll hit 2, and it'll just be him pushing his fingers forward. 2 of his fingers, like 1 finger for each boulder. He's like, and then you know what he'll say? He'll look back on it and be like, "Ooh, still got it." Like, as if he's always been able to do that.
But let's get to the real announcement, boys! Nice.
Oh, look, it's DOA.
It is. Built on the original derivation. Wait, hold on.
Oh my gosh, this looks exactly like Tekken 8.
I feel like that costume's new because that looks like the one from Prism.
ダウンロードコンテンツとして追加配信したキャラクターをセットにし、プレイステーション5用の最適化、新規コスチュームの追加。
Yeah. Like I said, new costumes, I'm not showing any new costumes. That's a good improvement photo. Oh, wait! Wait, hold on. You can actually change the position of the character for the photo?
新たなフォトモードの追加を行ったタイトルです。
That's actually really good.
今後も
I've seen that in a photo mode before.
新キャラの配信など継続的なアップ
New
デートを予定してい
characters
ま
as
す。
well? Let's go.
発売日同日に基本無料版も展開予定ですので、
Free to play version, yeah,
シリ
standard.
ーズを遊んだことない方もぜひ
Hello, Jay.
Will that be like a demo?
So, no. So it's a little interesting. So, Dead or Alive is technically the only mainstream free-to-play fighting game. Because you can just download the free version, buy an individual character, and you can play online normally and everything. You just don't get the campaign.
That's kind of nice.
This is
I think you told me about this.
This has been how DOA 5 and 6 have done it. And it's why I got so fucking mad when fucking people like Angry Joe talked all that shit about the microtransactions. You didn't even have to buy the game, you fucking asshole. You could just buy the one character you want and play normally. Whatever. Also, they're adding Extreme Girls in C. Are they gonna show us who they're adding? Because I didn't see any Extreme Girls. And before anyone says, I think her name's Tomoto. She was in the original DOA 6. Do you want Leon's past Chris in RE9? No.
デッドアライブは1996年から
No.
展開
I think Resident Evil. The problem with Resident Evil is Tamaki. Thank
してい
you.
る対戦アクションゲームシリーズです。
Very excited. Very excited. When DOA 6 last round comes back, for sure, 100%. She originated from Extreme? Yes. But she was already in DOA 6. She was an Extreme original character, but she is not a new character to DOA
発表で
6.
きることを大変嬉しく思います。
I really hope we get some...
最後にこちらの映像
To be perfectly honest, I would prefer if the DLC girls come from Extreme. Because Extreme has some fun girls that I think would fit really well in DOA's like fighting game franchise. Alright, DOA 7, let's go. Let's see what we can expect.
Spin off of the main line.
Hang on.
Is that Ryu?
There's Ryu.
Wow. Selling point for DOA 7, Ryu on the front cover.
Oh, you fucking bastard. Hang on. I actually kind of want to see the costume a little better.
Who's
Okay,
that
so
on the
those-
front?
Okay, so... Alright, so it's black blue. I'm assuming this is Kasumi. Ryu has more blue on.
Very nice outfit for her.
No, it's a great outfit for her. Yeah, it is Kasumi. Kind of wondering why we didn't get a face reveal then. She originated...
What about model they're going to use for Ryu?
Well, it looks like it's Ninja Gaiden 4, because the most recent one. Well, it's not
Angler
that
can
long
Angel Blade or Archangel Blade kill all true forms Greek gods from Percy Jackson? Most likely, it can kill like souls and conceptual beings as well, and
So-
it's much more powerful.
My question here is this a cutscene or was this a stylized gameplay moment? Because I feel like it's a cutscene.
This looks like a cutscene. I don't know how you would make this a stylized gameplay moment.
Also, so
It's too long. Like it takes too long for her to for the camera to pull back from her falling to the ground and pulling her head up. And that's
So-
after they already clashed.
So I want to be clear about something. I understand why we're here for DOA. I understand what sells the bucks, but like, you could have panned up to her face. Now, to be fair, Kasumi's mouth is somewhat iconic within the franchise because a lot of the time you only see her mouth for like trailers and stuff. But they knew what they were doing. They could have done it a little more tactfully, but it's fine.
You
I'll
don't
allow
understand
it.
what their true intentions are. They're trying to hide who the character is. Because if you don't have the top half of her face, how could you really know who she is?
続報お待ちください。
All right. So they just started development for it. Shut your face. What is this? Oh, this is Control. I gotta go back and beat Control because I did like the game, but I didn't beat it because I was streaming it and no one liked the fucking stream, and I never had time to go back and beat it by myself. But now I have time.
I didn't remember to start and finish the DLC.
I gotta check and see if I have the Game of the Year edition.
the spotlights.
And you're getting closer. Listen, Dylan, we're getting distress calls from the theater, but
Thank you, Red Does. Control was boring. This looks fun.
on our hands. No one should have survived that.
Then I'll hurry.
Yeah, Control at the beginning is a little boring, but when you start unlocking shit, it becomes very fun.
The game-changing sequel to Control. What you are seeing here is an early mission captured from our in-development build.
Yeah, because I have to beat Control to find out what's going on here, because I know a lot about Control's lore, and technically I have to play Alan Wake and shit, but I'm not going to do that. And then there's also the online-only mode. I'm not doing that either.
We recently acquired Shift, an ability that
What?
empowers Dylan to
Just play Quantum Break.
No.
It's the good one.
No.
Bro, you would love Quantum Break. Why?
I refuse.
Here we are
You wouldn't even like Alan Wake. Fair to Quantum Break.
You don't know that, Mangler. Maybe Alan Wake's actually good. I hear they had a live-action musical scene in Alan Wake 2.
They had Quantum Break has the most gameplay elements out of any of them.
Keep telling yourself that.
While in combat, we encourage you to play aggressively,
You know I'm right.
balancing between melee
So
attacks and
it looks like
ability.
they turned Control from a third-person action shooter to a third-person hack and slash.
Might just be because they have this character, because this is a new one.
Yes, but as far as I know, you're not going to be able to play as the girl from the first game unless, like, because I think she's the villain in this game.
Is she?
Which, knowing her, it is probably a reasonable, justifiable crash out.
Well, like, I didn't play the DLC, so I don't know what happens.
I don't think the game explains to you what happened, but at the end of Control, I think you become the new director, right?
Well, yeah, that was always big.
Technically,
But the
you're
DLC
director from the start of the game because the fucking last director killed himself, but then he didn't kill himself.
He's like, here's your job application. I killed myself. But I mean, like, the DLC happens after the events of the main game. So, like, what happens in that?
I was under the impression the DLC was during the main game.
I think I hear something.
Oh, wow. Should be happening. Or unless it involves Dylan.
It's not like
Or
you
your
can
brother.
fucking tell with time not being linear.
Zoe, I'll call you back.
Listen, man, I'm in the house. That's all I need to know.
It's our most ambitious game to date. We can't wait to share it
Who needs time?
in 2026.
If you want time, go to Quantum Break.
Stop shilling out.
If you want to be time, go to Quantum Break.
This looks something like the Control, though. No, it's the same enemies from Control. It's the same like art style. That'd be nice for scaling.
You were made
What is
for
this?
night to save the age of man.
Crimson Moon. So this is, I think, a new IP.
Half human, half angel. They call you sin. I call you salvation.
Is this Medieval Doom? This feels like Medieval Doom. It's not.
I thought.
Is this a Dark Souls clone? Oh, it feels like it. No. Oh.
No, this has different animations.
Yeah, but he has a role.
Everybody has a role.
Also, so I'm hearing some bad news about the new Fable game. I'm not looking forward to it, but I'll still play it, but I've heard some bad news.
What is the bad news?
There is no objective morality in the game. According to developers, there's no such thing as a pure good or pure evil act, so you will not be able to gain horns or change your appearance based on being good or bad. So that means if I go into Fable and I gun down a village, I will not get demon horns. This does not please him.
Maximo? Wait, Maximo?
What about Maximo?
As in Maximo Ghosts to Glory? Like that, Maximo?
Is this game 2 players? Hey, if it's 2 players, I mean, that'll make the game a lot of fun. I mean, we did see a second player earlier, actually. Bro, this
All right,
just
then
seems
put
like
it on your wish
slightly
list.
more
Let's go.
fun
Let's go. Let's jump that night.
Fuck yeah. Oh, what's this? Beast of Reincarnation.
Oh, Jay actually understands what Maximo Goes to Glory is. See, that's how I know he's fucking old.
Listen. Oh, Game Freak? Wait.
Speaking of DOA 7, I wonder if Yakumo will appear. Yakumo will probably show up. If he doesn't show up in the base roster, he'll definitely be DLC.
Hold on. Game Freak's allowed to make games that aren't Pokemon? Wait.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, whoa, hold up a minute.
This is the company
These
that
are
makes
live.
Pokemon? Then why does Pokemon still look like fucking ass?
What happens when Nintendo is no longer holding a gun to their head and they're allowed to make 3D games?
Bro.
Actually, hang on. Isn't Game Freak still technically a publisher?
No, I think they're a developer. Listen, if this is what Game Freak can do, then I have to wonder if Pokemon is being told to make it as basic as possible for kids.
That's already been confirmed. There's like not just a bunch of Twitter statements about it. There's videos and documentaries about the fact that like Nintendo and Game Freak developers have pointed out that like they could have started making 3D games by 2012. They've chosen not to. It's a willful decision.
Imagine holding back your best franchise.
Game Freak when they care. That does look very beautiful.
Thanks to fictions and game
What's this game
for
called?
that
Beast of
new
Incarnation.
characters
Yeah.
and combat
Maxwell
in
versus
Beast of
Sackboy?
Reincarnation
Maxwell.
is coming to PS5
Not
this
even
summer.
close.
Our next title debuted 3 decades ago alongside the original PlayStation, and it introduced the world to an iconic
You know-
character. Today,
Why
Ubisoft
are we
and
getting a
Digital
Jack and
Eclipse
Daxter
celebrate that
fucking
legacy
remake
with
announced?
Rayman
Oh, right,
30th
because fucking
Anniversary
Naughty Dog's a
Edition.
shitty company. Hey, whatever happened to Naughty Dog's fucking game?
This
Are we
digital
getting a
museum
trailer for
features
that
5
one or
playable
no?
versions of the original game,
This announcement for Rayman kind of disappointed me.
including
Which
the
ones?
1995 PlayStation.
The Rayman.
Enhanced with
The one's right here.
accessibility options.
Because I do like Rayman,
Discover the secrets
but
behind Rayman's
this is not a collection
long-lost playable
of Rayman.
prototype.
What is it then?
This is a remaster of the original like first game, and basically all the playable versions of it.
Why not just fucking make a remaster of all 3 games? How many Rayman games originally were there? Where do you scale?
There's
Rayman 30th
like Rayman 1, 2, Legend. I think there's like
While physical
5
editions
or
will
so
be available
Rayman
in
games.
I mean, Rayman can
Like-
fight God, and it's supposed to be the Judeo-Christian God. So technically, like, he would at least be universal if you want to go by that logic. But it's more so his hacks that I think he'd beat Sackboy, not really the
Take
AP.
control of Mina as she charges into a bizarre mission to save.
You said Rayman. I'm assuming you were talking about Maxwell.
Yes. That's it. I said Rayman.
You said Rayman. I'm like, I don't remember that in my jungle game.
Handheld gaming.
I was like, okay, that must be spoilers then.
Followers release date is on the horizon.
The final boss of
The limited
Rayman
time
is
demo
God
will be
himself.
exclusively available.
Like, I just remember fighting random creatures in the jungle.
I just remember jumping creatures. Oh, never.
Set years
I kind of pissed at that because what the fuck, Game Freak? Yeah, well, it's more so Nintendo's fault, but it's also Game Freak for just not like leaving the company and then starting their own thing. Because anyone would have taken them.
Correct me if I'm wrong. This game came out last year. Not the prequel they're talking about, but the original game came out like last year, didn't it?
Perilous trials.
Or am I tripping?
Confronting a monstrous force.
Where do you scale to Maxwell? I'm assuming he's asking where you scale Maxwell.
Gameplay mechanics in all new locations.
That's what I said. Technically universal.
Neva Prologue launches February 19th.
Also, I think Maxwell can just wipe out creation, I think that's an option.
A tactical stealth
Oh,
action
and that
title
also depends. Are we giving him his DC DLC? Because if you go by that logic, then he can also beat Darkseid, Superman.
from Shueisha Games and Acquire, a team with ninja credentials dating back to the Tenchu series.
Alright, so far the state of play has been pretty solid so far. then yeah, he would just scale higher. I don't know who's the most powerful character he can summon, unless you want to argue Cthulhu being stronger than the other characters. He can summon Cthulhu.
You know what we really need? We need a sequel to Phantom Fog and Steel Lancer Arena International. Those are the real G's. It's been like 20 years.
Jay, I can tell you right now, there's no DMC6 announcement.
Dude, if there was a DMC6 announcement, you would have gotten it spammed in general chat for this server and every DMC server you're in. You would have been ad blasted. And like, ad blasted. Every single, like, for an hour straight.
What the hell is this? Poor DMC fans. Now they become the new Hollow Knight fans. Is it canon DC or non-canon version DC? When there are crossovers, you would assume they would scale to their base counterparts unless otherwise.
Oh! Man, the chicken was really good.
Oh, what's this? Is this that Bloodborne everyone keeps fucking praying for? No, no, it's not.
Did Bloodborne come out 2015?
I don't actually believe Bloodborne is real.
We are the children of war.
So, are you telling me that Italians and Bloodborne have the same level of evidence for their existence in your eyes?
Well, listen. In order to believe Bloodborne is real, you have to believe a company would, in the era of remasters, including remastering games older than Bloodborne, would not remaster their singular exclusive that everyone loves and is willing to buy. And that just don't make no sense, so obviously it's just not real.
I just come to the conclusion that the reason why they don't remaster them is specifically because Sony has told them not to. Because technically that was made with, like, as a PlayStation 4 exclusive.
That's a rooster with a sword. You have my attention.
Why was that what got you?
I've heard of cockfighting, but this is ridiculous. This actually looks fun. But it is one of those like Battlefield arena games, so your mileage will vary for sure. So who wants to bet he's stronger than Clive?
Say that.
I'm fucking sorry. What's wrong, Jay?
Chicken, yes, it is a chicken. And yes, we will eat it.
This is the most exciting, unique IP they've released so far. This looks kind of fire.
I thought that was a Sun Wukong sequel when I first saw it. It is not, but I thought it was.
DOA did get announcements, so very happy on that one. Italians don't exist. I don't exist. Jay, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you're not real.
Not a dangerously close to ass-blasted mangler. What?
Jay, Italians aren't real. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What did you just say, Red Dusk?
I'm sorry, you're about to wake up from the simulation.
See what I have to put up with, Jay?
See, because Mangler claims that he knows Italians, but like, come on.
No, this is hilarious. I'm not only getting this from anybody, I'm getting it from you. The fucking Mexican. The guy that rips off his language from one of the most ambitious foreign exchange programs of all time. Slavery.
Valid, but at least we can prove we tried to steal it. You can't.
That's because we didn't steal anything. That's because we didn't steal anything.
Hold on, Italians. First off, you're right, Italians didn't steal anything because they're not real. They can't steal anything. See? See? You thought you had me there. But you didn't.
Impeding! Impeding! If they weren't holding me back right now.
Wait,
And nothing but self-evident claims over here.
is this an actual full-on remake? I thought it was a remaster.
Of what?
Star Wars Pod Racing.
Oh, this is definitely a remake.
Well, yeah,
At least visually.
No, yeah, like, oof. Hey. Oh, it's called Galactic Racers. Never mind. It's. Now this.
You know how Italy is going birthwise, Italians won't exist. That's not going to stop them.
Do you think Death Battle do at Ezio versus Princess Season? No. So if I slapped you, then you didn't get slapped?
Bond
Yes.
is immature and reckless.
Or I slapped myself.
He's a bad influence
And I just
on
wouldn't
the other
realize I
recruits
slapped
who
myself.
inexplicably
Kind of like
fall
Edward
victim
Norton
to
in Fight
his
Club.
charm.
Look, I know where this is going. Do you mind telling me why I'm here?
I would
So
like
this
you
game
to
actually
join His
looks
Majesty's
kind of
Secret
good.
Service.
I'm not too sure if I like how James Bond is, but he is like a young Bond, so I guess that's their argument for making him kind of cunty
Heart and intuition in modern
instead of
spy crime.
rapey.
That's the very reason I'm bringing back the Double O's.
Whoa, hold up a minute. Hold up a minute. James Bond is not a prick at the beginning. That happens later, after he's murdered plenty of people.
He is not ready.
Fair enough.
James, the service is over.
You're a rare breed, Bond. I should be interested to see.
So actually, so you're super invested in James Bond lore. Is there a reason why he never moves up the rank? Like, because like other 00 agents die, but he always stays at 7. Is there ever an explanation for that?
They're not organized by, so the 00 ranks are not like hierarchical in the sense that like you move from one to another. You're just selected one based on like when they chose you.
Yeah,
It's just a listing.
Okay, but like, so does no one fill in the spot? Because like I would have assumed like, oh, 001 died. All right, well James Bond's still around. James Bond, your new code name is
So
001.
well, no, if he's already a 00 agent, he would just stay the 00 agent that he is. New 00 agents that come in would take 001 or whichever spot is there. Like, think of it like they have their agents, they have their special agents, then they have their 00 agents. That's the highest you can get.
No, I mean that's fine. I would just kind of like, well, fuck, why don't they move him up?
No, the numbers themselves don't matter. It's the rank that matters. The numbers are just slots that are available.
Oh, you're finding their 00 agent?
Draw attention to yourself.
009?
Me. Housekeeping, I presume.
Oh.
How are you 007 if there's a 009?
You seem the kind of guy.
They have many agents. So you're never actually told how many 00 agents there are in the game. You're just it's just referenced that like it's like 009 died in this area or whatever. So doing this thing, so don't fuck with explosives because they died for that reason. You're like, okay, well I guess there was another 00 agent and he died.
Mangler, Jason Bourne surpassed James Bond. The pod racing game better have Anakin in scale and techs.
Tech, no. Scale, that depends on the Bond.
The numbers assigned are based on their IQ. I really hope that's not true. Because 005 dies a lot.
Bro, then they'd be with... At the highest 00 number we've seen is 9.
I'm Peter Brown. I manage the game content team within Third Party Portfolio.
They would be a spread of 9 IQ points.
Those of us in the Third Party Portfolio team.
Maybe this is why they keep sending one guy to do all these fucking missions.
It's even more exciting for me when those partners have been foundational.
No, it's not even that 7 was remarkable. He's just the only one that makes it back, and they're just like, alright, that slot is just blessed with good luck.
Remember Konami for being with PlayStation.
I'm gonna talk about the best 00 agent. 00 behaves.
And injecting them with new technology.
Now you fuckers get that reference.
I do. I watched Austin Powers.
I don't know if you ever seen the music videos around Austin Powers, but for The Spy Who Shagged Me, Madonna does the song.
I think I remember that. Yeah. Oh, hey.
Yeah, so
it was great.
So I think Exposition calls him and says, Double Agents 1 through 9 have been defeated by this target.
We wanted to
So
try
you're
something a
gonna
little
go
different.
in.
We join you today from Konami Creative Front Tokyo Bay.
Do all James Bond scale the same? No. They also don't have like the same skills or tech.
What does that mean?
And we hope you will be too.
So what?
Enjoy.
Oh, epic rap battles. Okay, that's what it means. I was like, what do you mean by ERB? Continue.
Yeah, so Sean Connery's Bond is like the least skillful Bond out of any of them because he constantly just gets knocked out by fucking anything, and he is the least impressive tech.
Reacts, beginning guns of the Patriots.
He's taken command of
Yeah. So while he's creaming his pants, let me continue. Roger Moore is basically the fastest one that has some of the sillier technology. Still kind of suffers skill-wise because he has consistent like reaction feats to lasers and laser guns. He's actually like relativistic, if not higher. He's an extraordinarily fast Bond that just has like laser guns and some other weapons. Timothy Dalton and George Lazenby I can't speak about because I haven't watched their films that much. Pierce Brosnan is like the second most skilled Bond out of all of them, has probably the best overall tech of any of the Bonds, is still like physically has better feats than Sean Connery or Roger Moore in terms of durability, like a little bit closer to wall level. He has like exploding pins, invisible spy cars, and a bunch of stuff. And Daniel Craig probably has like the highest durability and the highest speed out of any of them, aside from Roger Moore. He also has the best skill feats, and he has like probably the third best equipment.
Well, Kyle.
Definitely the best accuracy.
This, if you do, oh boy, you know what must be done.
Mangler, come on. Nobody expects the exploding pin. Yeah, to be fair, Boris didn't expect it.
I believe
and he thought he was invincible.
The first Metal Gear volumes had Metal Gear Solid 2, and Metal Gear Solid 3. I think was the first volume collection. Or I think it might have just been 2 and 3.
Yes.
I don't know if Metal Gear Solid
It was 1, 2, and 3 was the Master Collection.
Now we got 4.
This is a 4 and Peace Walker. So I'm wondering. I was gonna say no Spec Ops, no Ground Zeroes.
Well, it's entirely possible that Spec Ops could be in the game, but similar to the original, like cartridge games that they included, they're not advertising it.
No, you know what they're gonna do.
What?
I know what they're gonna do. Master Collection number 3. What was the one you mentioned?
Spec Ops.
Spec Ops, Ground Zeroes, and Phantom Zero, number 5. That's how they're gonna do it.
Long last. So this is the first time Metal Gear Solid 4 has ever been released outside PlayStation 4.
I was gonna say I paid attention to that. I was excited for that, and I'm never even gonna play it because I don't care about Metal Gear Solid. Well, actually, hold up. I got an idea. What if? Big brain play right here. We had the other 2 ones added right there, right? The Ground Zeroes, Special Agent, whatever you called it, Phantom Pain. And if they wanted to be really spicy, they ported Revengeance. And they made it streamable.
Revengeance, I think, will be the first Metal Gear game of the modern era to receive a full-on remake. I don't consider Metal Gear Solid 3 modern era. Metal Gear Solid 3 and the PlayStation are retro. Well, I guess, would you consider the Xbox 360 retro, or is it still a few more years?
No. I think like the once you hit like pre-online stuff, because I don't count like PS2's online system as like a proper online mode. They didn't really have it hammered out in the native system until PS3. So I'd say everything like 2006 backwards is retro.
Who is Snake's best matchup? It probably was Sam Fisher. There's not too many other characters who really fit the motif.
Dark Lord, if we're talking about like Jason Bourne outscaling like Bond, he beats the shit out of Sean Connery. He definitely beats, in terms of skill and like accuracy, he probably beats Pierce Brosnan, but Pierce Brosnan has way better tech than him. Like absurdly stupid tech than him. Daniel Craig is way too versatile. Has very similar skill feats when it comes to firearms specifically. So that would depend entirely on how that fight goes down. If it is a firearm space, Craig will kill him. And then if it's Moonraker, Bond, that one's dependent on if it's like firearms again. Bond's not bad at hand-to-hand combat, but like he primarily specializes in doing like firearms.
Oh.
No Metal Gear Rising 2, unfortunately. So I don't know if we're gonna get a Metal Gear Rising 2 at this point. If we do, it is only gonna happen after the first one gets either ported or remade.
Oh, Snake Eater's on sale?
Because that seems to be the thing that companies are doing nowadays. They just port the game that's like on a platform that's like really obscure, not accessible, or they remake it, and then they're like, coming soon, and then like the sequel.
So can I just say, I didn't really see anyone talking about Metal Gear Solid 3's remake. Like, that was a big deal.
Yeah, it
kind of died.
Yeah, I was gonna say I heard people were really excited about that, and then I didn't hear anything at all. And I don't even frequent Metal Gear Solid circles. It just stopped showing up in like feeds.
What is this?
Have faith, Vanguard Rising 2 is possible. It's not possible while they don't port 1. What about Jeremy Rayner Bond? What James Bourne? What James Bond does he meet? Rayner, I'm trying to remember what his character's actual name is. The guy from Bourne Legacy? He could definitely beat similar Bonds. Mainly like, I would say mainly Sean Connery's. I think most times in most situations, Daniel Craig and like Pierce Brosnan would beat him, but that's mainly due to like equipment, marksmanship. Most of them have pretty silly tech.
Rising 2 is possible. Don't do that to yourself. So, completely off topic, but this game reminds me of, I think the game was called Inside. You like play as a kid going through the like this city, and then in the end you turn to a giant blob monster. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that game, but apparently that game has not actually been beaten in its entirety. Apparently there is a secret ending that no one's been able to find all these years. They just keep like finding hints of it.
By the grace of God.
Because the kid died in the original ending to the Blob, but recently they were able to discover an animation they can't trigger where the kid gets out of the Blob at some point. What is this? Castlevania.
One is on PC. It's already ported. It wasn't. No, it wasn't ported. Okay. It was originally a third-party game. It was put on 360, PS3, and PC. It hasn't been ported to modern. It's not been ported to PS4 or like, didn't get released on the Switch or anything like that.
Well, I'm sure Devil's excited for this one.
Not that anyone cares about Switch, but.
Well, not the Switch. I meant the fucking Castlevania game on the screen.
No, I was referring to the thing. Yes, I'm excited for it until I saw the Castlevania, and I was like, "Fuck!" in that exact words, because I wanted a 3E game, a real Castlevania game.
No.
Yeah, this is apparently supposed to take place approximately 23 years after the events of Castlevania 3. This is after the events of Curse of Darkness, and after Trevor kills Dracula, and it is in Notre Dame.
is this supposed to be based on the Netflix version of the story or the original version? Because that looks
That's
like
Notre
it's based
Dame. That's in that's in France.
Well, no. What I'm saying is the lore of this game carrying from Netflix or is it carrying from the original story? Because that
From the original story.
that character looks a lot like the wizard chick from the Netflix show.
Oh, Sophia Belnadis? So here's what I'll say. It is obviously continuing the lore of the original series. Now, if you're asking me if they got inspired and they sort of slipped in some goodies from Netflix,
Well, I need to know if Devil's gonna have a heart attack or not.
no comment is what I'll say.
Okay, so they did. Poor Devil.
No. So Devil is gonna love this game, and then he's gonna tell us this is how Castlevania has always been done, and then he's gonna pretend like none of that came from the Netflix show. So peak as usual.
Dude, is Castlevania's fighting game canon? I don't know.
I do not have any idea. Classic Castlevania adventures to modern platforms. Yeah, gotta be honest, if you really had classic games, you would have done 3D games by now, but whatever. Listen, I understand why, because technically Konami is in the process of letting another company port all of their games. They simply haven't gotten around to porting the 3D ones yet. And they did do a port 2 years ago. But I better be getting another announcement for another port next year.
No, yeah, it sounds like it's fucking adding shit from Netflix show. Poor Devil.
Why are you acting like he's not going to like that when it's in the main timeline?
Hang on. What's this one? Silent Hill. Okay. Is this another Japanese one?
Did you play Silent Hill?
I know that sounds weird to say because Silent Hill is made by a Japanese studio, but the original Silent Hill games were very clearly set in the West, but the most recent Silent Hill game is set in Japan. So is this one also set in Japan?
But you have to come back to me.
Nope. No, it's not.
Come back to me, Simon.
If I had to make a guess, he looks French.
I woke up in the water again. But
Why? I thought this was a sequel to Deadlock.
Oh, wait, are we actually in the town of Silent Hill? Nope.
They literally said it was a Silent Hill game. And I was like, man, it looks like a sequel to Deadlock.
You know what? Is this a real place? Hang on.
Octopuses are pretty smart, got the middle finger by nature. What is this in reference to?
Is this a real place?
Who is Simon Belmont's best matchup? I have no idea.
Does not look like
I can give you good matchups for Dracula, Soma Cruz, and what's her name? Shanoa.
Looks like this is a
from
first person?
Port of Ecclesia.
This is very clearly a European town.
That octopus trailer thing that we just saw. Oh, yeah. Well, octopus just get pretty shafted in fiction because they're always presented as menacing and then they die despite having 8 limbs, the ability to powerful limbs to be able, the ability to swim away, ink clouds to blind their foes. You'd think that they would actually be pretty set up to survive in any environment, especially if they became a man-eating octopus, but for some reason they always die.
Oh, so it's generally just first person? Oh, that's kind of lame. Oh, I think Silent Hill can pull it off.
First-person shooter Silent Hill. Just turns into the House of the Dead.
So, are the monsters going to be based on, like, medical treatment this time? Yeah, they are.
What's this shit?
Oh, that aiming is terrible.
Ooh.
Listen, I'm not saying Silent Hill ran out of ideas. I'm just saying that that is the most on. Oh, yes, there is actually an official Silent Hill thing, so we can actually take a look at that too. Yeah, we'll see. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Shrouded by lightfall. Shining drops of light that bring death as they fall.
Let's go.
Belmont's. Oh wait, no, I already answered that one.
Interesting, an anime game where we hate the rain. Reasonable. Is this an anime RPG where you get to repeat the story in order to get a happy ending? Can this be a game where your party members die to the stupidest shit and you have to keep rewinding time in order for them not to fucking die?
Those were Her Majesty's words.
I'm going to defeat you here and stop the lightfall.
How much of this left of this state of play video?
Currently about 20-ish minutes.
Pyramid Head is finally where he belongs, in James's head. Apparently.
Nah, he'll be back.
Did full power Soma Cruz surpass full power Death in Dracula? Soma Cruz shouldn't be, like, stronger than the strongest version of Dracula. She should be pretty equal to him. Because he's cut off from the side of the cycle of chaos anymore. The reason Dracula became like stronger was just because he kept reviving and he kept being brought back from the chaos. But like he got cut off from the cycle forever when he died in 1999. Also, you always beat death.
Sounds like the plot of Kula Magica, Madoka Magica, from which he describes him. Yeah, but I didn't like Madoka Magica. I think I told you guys before, but I find deconstructions rather boring? That's not the right word. Maybe it is. Regardless, I don't really like deconstructions all that often. That's not to say there can't be good deconstructions. I just actively avoid them if I can. I'm not a big fan of them. Untitled John Wick game. Oh boy, oh boy. Why don't they just call it John Wick?
A man with your skill set must be able to move unconstrained.
I don't even know if that's true, because I think they do call it John Wick at the end.
That's why. Hey, let me be clear here. A third-person action game with, like, realistic damage and combos with John Wick as the main character would be fucking epic.
I'm thinking it's gonna be like Yakuza, where you just run around on the streets and beat the shit out of people, and then shoot them and throw them through cars. It might actually get me to play Yakuza.
Just play Sleeping Dogs.
Is that Kanan Lynch, or am I thinking of something else?
You're thinking of something else. Or I guess I'm thinking of something else to be more accurate.
Constant.
Because there is Kane and Lynch Sleeping Dogs, I think, or Leave No Sleeping Dogs Lie. I know what you're talking about.
Yes. Well, these cutscenes are very good, and I love how they also spend all this extra time being focused on like keeping a shadow over his face, even though
Maybe they don't have Keanu Reeves' face. No, they do.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll see. Well, they spend all that time being like, "Oh yeah, you don't know," and the one word he says is "Yeah."
Oh,
John Wick.
that's all you need. Yo, is this baby's manhunt?
This is, you know what this is gonna be? This is gonna be command grab execution the game. You're just gonna get you're gonna get 100 command grabs, a couple fundamentals, and it will literally just be a game where you'll be that one fighting game character that was just designed to be I don't know, like fucking King, where you're given like 1 or 2 approach options and some good neutral. You do a mix up, you grab an enemy, and they're stuck in it, and they have to somehow fight their way out of 100 command grabs that you have, all of which kill the person. And that's just going to be the entire game.
First James Bond game and now John Wick game? Yep. Sleeping Dogs is Chinese Yakuza? Yep. James Bond versus John Wick 2 when? I bet this game is canon in the movies. It probably will be.
This is Joy, your community outreach liaison.
Even if it isn't, the game, the movie's probably canon to the game.
Oh no, not a marathon. Bungie, what are you doing? Alright. Do you think they stole art again this time? Or no?
So, remind me again, is this a sequel to Marathon, or is this like a remake?
I think this is a remake of Marathon, or I guess like a full reboot, I think is the correct term. But you're familiar with the controversy around this game, yes?
I know what happened. They stole art from a bunch of fans without asking permission, so they're currently in hot water and getting sued.
Your restless dreams endure. So small among the
It wouldn't matter if this game is canon in the movies, because the movies would be canon to the game.
Marathon, you mean Concord 2? Guys, Concord 2 already happened. This will be Concord 3.
Wait, what was the second one?
It's that one that came out, the one they announced at the end of the Game Awards. I think it's like Nightfall or something. Hang on. I'll show it to you.
Just dim it to me.
Here, let me. Sorry, because like
I never heard it. I've never heard of this. So to be fair, you have made it very obscure.
This is General Danik Reed of the new Cascadia colony on Tau City 4.
Well, actually, let me look it up. What is Nightfall?
Oh no! I think I got the name wrong. Let me look up Concord 2.
We need anything.
Concord 2.
It's called Highguard. It's called Highguard.
Way out. Way back.
I think I heard of that.
You might have heard of it. Yeah. It's Highguard. Yeah, it just came out. It just came out and like died on release.
I feel like.
Now, to be fair, I don't want games to fail on release, but hero shooters are very hard to get into
So
these days.
it says it's a raid shooter. Is that more like? Is that more like Borderlands?
Think of it
or
like Overwatch with objectives, but like the objectives are you having to get shit rather than like pushing it across the map. Think that's that one.
I think that's a little more like
Maybe think Siege.
Is it?
Maybe.
Well, there's a game I'm thinking of that's definitely fits that.
Is Marathon?
I can't even. Name doesn't come to mind.
Monsters.
Well, let's see if Bungie can actually make a good game. Well, actually, no. I mean, everyone loved Destiny, so it's not like they can't make good games. Let's see if they can make an Air Slime Dunk. Because if I remember correctly, PlayStation paid a lot of money for them. And to be fair, the game does look good.
What they said is that Highguard reached 97,000 concurrent players on Steam within the first hour after the game's launch. despite receiving mostly negative player reviews. However, the player count dropped to under 20,000 on Steam by the following day. Over the course of the week, the day-by-day peak player count remained below the number, and overall player reception improved to mixed on Steam. And then company announced layoffs. The studio announced layoffs less than 2 weeks after the game came out.
Oh, that's terrible.
From February 26th through March 2nd.
Yeah, I don't even have to assume at that point that like I've never heard of a studio ever announcing layoffs in under a month after the release of a game. That might be unprecedented. That might be the fastest time that people have gotten fired from their jobs.
PlayStation Plus players, we're also excited to share a collection of unique weapon charms that pay homage to some of our
Hiveguard came out after Marathon. I don't think Marathon has come out yet.
Death Stranding 2.
Oh yeah, I gotta start playing Helldivers actually because we gotta go invade and commit Liberty on the machine homeworld.
On this journey. We'll see you on Tau Ceti starting February 26th.
I can't play Helldivers on my computer in my room though. It won't load. I'm kind of annoyed about that. But yeah, Highguard, not Hiveguard. Highguard.
Hey, I'm Brett. And I'm Kristen. Thanks to Bungie for that new look at Marathon, coming to PS5 on March 5th, with the server slam running February 26th through March 2nd.
Now let's check in on what's coming to PlayStation Plus over the next few months.
Alright, so we can skip a little bit here. This is PlayStation Plus. Spider-Man 2.
Favorites over the next few months. Speed. Tekken Dark Resurrection.
Alright, Tekken Dark Resurrection. That's a PSP game, I believe.
Yes, that's the PSP port of Tekken 5.
Oh, Time Crisis. Okay.
Goated game, more specifically Time Crisis 2.
Big Walk is a cooperative multiplayer adventure.
Big Walk.
We still have a lot more.
April 30th,
including brand new Soros gameplay.
Soros.
Next action game releases April
I think
30th.
I remember this one actually. This one seemed promising.
Has even more systems and combat to break down. Let's take a look.
There's also a Marathon game in 1994. It's supposed to be a prequel of this Marathon game. Oh, so it's a sequel.
Finishing the mission. Keeping people safe. Oh, all right, John.
Yeah, well, there were original Marathon games originally, so like there were other ones prior to this one. That's why I asked if this was like a reboot or a remake or something.
I thought it was a
Creative
reboot.
Director at Housemarque. Today we're excited to show off our comeback stronger features.
Well, I guess you were wrong.
On PlayStation 5.
Guess I'll have to
Step
commit
into the shoes
suicide.
of Arjun Devraj, performed by the brilliant Rahul Kohli.
I was really hoping for. Well, I wasn't actually. I completely forgot about the collection thing for Rayman, but like I really was hoping for a Rayman collection, and now that I realized it was just like the 5 different iterations of them. I'm kind of disappointed, and that comes out like tomorrow. Also, Exodus looks great. Unfortunately, this is platform locked.
Yeah, this game's pretty good though.
So many are gone. They didn't all die. Some of them changed.
So, I found out something weird the other day about Borderlands lore. Apparently, the respawn terminals are considered non-canon, even though there are side quests that talk about them and reference them. I think that's the first time in a game where something that's referenced in dialogue and content is actually stated to be non-canon.
For example, making hostiles tougher, weaker, or even removing the second chance ability.
I feel like saying the Vita chambers are non-canon in BioShock, even though you literally have flashback cutscenes that have them and lore behind.
So, in Borderlands, there is a respawn station where the Hyperion Company charges you money to bring you back from the dead. That's how it works. But the boss of Hyperion, when you kill him, doesn't come back, and neither do some of your friends. So to explain that away, they basically just said they weren't canon. Weirdest thing.
You can now
Oh, okay, so technically, because it does include different versions of it, it includes 5 different versions. Well, this is actually 6 different versions, but the original PlayStation version, the Atari Jaguar version, the Game Boy Advance, the Game Boy Color version, the Super Nintendo version that was never playable, the Game Boy Advance version and the MS-DOS version.
I see.
The eclipse corrupts the world.
I should be fair, there is actually a difference between the Game Boy Color version
And our visuals on Carcosa.
and the original PlayStation version.
Hostiles now
They also did add 120 additional levels, a reimagined soundtrack, and like.
Oh wow, I'm a fucking wow! I can't believe I didn't notice that. The game's called fucking Carcosa. It's a King in Yellow reference.
Corrupted, which alters them in both positive and negative ways.
Yes.
Ramps up the challenge.
How did I not notice that? No wonder there's so much fucking yellow in this game.
We can't wait for you to play Saros. When
I would not have known because I do not read The King in Yellow.
Well, you know, I'm not gonna explain it. It's not.
Lovecraftian shit. Who cares?
Yeah, it's not that simple.
Bro, I feel like it's incredibly simple.
No, because like if I remember correctly, in the original King in Yellow book, you don't really learn about Carcosa, and you don't even know about the King in Yellow himself. Because you know, in the original King in Yellow, there is no King in Yellow. There's just the play, The King in Yellow.
Yeah, I know it's one of those fraudulent books where they put the name of the title on the book, and then you read the fucking book, and then when the roll credits moment comes around, you don't get the thing they're talking about, and you throw the book against the wall because you wasted your money.
Wait, hold on. This is Marvel?
I believe this is the thing that was announced earlier.
Oh yeah, that actually reminds me. Fucking, I guess the League of Legends fighting game's not doing too well right now.
There's a League of Legends fighting game?
Well, I guess to answer my question.
You cannot stand against the storm.
Well, to be fair, I don't pay attention to League of Legends.
No, that's fair.
Let me at them, Storm.
Oh, this is the new announcement. Magic was not in the game beforehand.
And I'm starting for your
Storm does not look like she's going to be fun to fight in this game. Oh, look! Another Captain America, where his trademark ability is just throw the fucking shield.
Damn, bro. Was Wolverine already announced, or is he new?
initiating attack.
Okay. That's a new one. I'm not familiar with that.
All that remains of Shi'ar technology.
Robotic butterfly.
Is that the danger one?
Dangerous.
Prepare to be disassembled.
We get to play as the Danger Room.
Danger.
Kick your ass. They kick your ass so hard, we warp the background into a new experimental test room.
Yeah, she does. She creates the danger room in the background.
Clanker.
Bro, you can't just call her a clanker like that.
It's an AI, to be honest.
マーベル闘魂ファイティングソウルズ最新のトレーラーお楽しみいただけましたでしょうか
I like how there's some
本当に
characters just
お待
standing
た
there
せしてしまいましたけども
watching. It's about as
こうして
useful as they
一
usually
番
are.
初めに X-Men のチーム
They're standing there watching as their designated danger room goes off to throw hands with some random person on the street.
X-Men into the world of Marvel Tokon.
Should we be stopping that? No. No, we're good.
訂正しながらテレポーテーションで裏回りしたりなど多彩なトリッキーな動きをすることができます
I forgot. Is this game four-man teams, or is it just two-player teams?
Savage tank. Some of his claw swipes have armor on them.
Honestly, two-player would probably be the best chance they have at like a level of balance, because three.
It is four. It is four. Yeah, because I think the way this game works is you pick a team to play as. You choose one of the team members to be your like actual playable character, and then I think the other three characters are like assists.
デンジャーは、体のいろんな部分をですね武器に変形して戦うことができる
She's trained the X-Men over years through battle simulation.
It is the danger
So
room.
as a zoner in this game, she's gonna set up.
If it's only one playable character at a time with the assists, and the assists can't swap out, then I would be fine with that. Because I would not want that Marvel vs. Capcom shit of
Three different assists.
three different assists that are three fully playable characters. Fuck that. You play one character and you get your assists, and that's it.
Sounds like skill issue.
Dude, that shit was cancer. That's what made the game impossible to balance in a meaningful way.
The game was impossible to balance because they were just bad at their job.
Yeah, and they were bad at their job because they allowed you to play 3 fucking characters.
Oh, but let me guess. Marvel fucking Infinite or Marvel's Capcom Infinite was so much better.
Yes, because it was 2 characters. They literally made it infinitely better.
I distinctly remember you crashing out on me because you lost when I believe you claimed that
because
I
you
beat you.
spammed the power of the Infinity Stones.
Well.
I still gotta run that back by spamming the power of the I just picked the wrong stone.
Holy shit, Santa Monica Studios, what is this? I believe this is the new God of War game?
Oh yeah, you haven't seen this yet.
Okay.
I won't say anything.
Greek.
I'll let it speak for itself.
Oh, are we gonna remaster the entire trilogy? Yo, that's actually kind of fire, I'm not gonna lie.
Your son has returned.
A lot of people play Marvel vs. Capcom 2 to this day. Indeed, they do. And that's a better game than Marvel vs. Capcom 3 for many reasons. Nowhere near as many unlimiteds or fucking one-touch death combos.
Wait, no!
Yep.
No!
Yep.
They're gonna fucking ruin it! They're gonna all play like the Norse games!
No, that's actually what I said first. I was like, guys, all right, so this is going to be one of 2 things. Either it's going to be like a Destroy All Humans remake where they're going to streamline it and make it better, and you're going to have actual combos, or they're going to streamline it and you're going to get the FF7 remake treatment where it's going to be dog shit.
Actually, well, you finish your thought, and then I'll ask my question because it doesn't relate to this.
Well, I was just gonna say that like I don't want that to be the case. I want them to have an actual playable version of God of War that's available on most consoles now. But like, it would be really funny if the remake just dropped. They didn't have like proper gameplay of it, or they thought they had enough, and they just open it one day, and then it's God of War Ragnarok in the God of War 1 reskin.
That'd be hilarious. But no, what I was gonna say is actually, so you actually played Destroy All Humans 2, the remake. That was your first experience with Destroy All Humans 2, right?
Yes.
How did you enjoy that one?
I loved it. Honestly, at first, I think I told you when I played 1's remake that the demo originally, I was not a fan of them removing concentration at first because I thought it would be pretty unbalanced and broken in the game's design. And then after I went back and looked at some of the way concentration was handled and the telekinesis abilities, brain extract, and cortex scan and all that stuff, I realized that the gameplay loop for Destroy All Humans had a really bad design flaw in it originally, which was that like you could never use extract. Everything took so much mental energy to use, and it was such a massive pain in the ass, and also fall damage was really bad. So when they like streamlined that into having extract as like a command that you could do, along with like telekinesis, not using energy, that game was like 100 times more fun. They also made so many more upgrades. So they just buffed everything in the game. Like everything was extremely overpowered, especially Free Love. They did nerf some things with the saucer though. The death ray was not as strong as it used to be anymore. So I wasn't.
Destroy All Humans 2, death ray just got nerfed in general because I think they gave you.
They nerfed it in 1's remake as well.
Did they? That's lame. Blasphemous for as a player of that game in tournaments. A lot of people still play Marvel vs. Capcom 2 to this day. Yeah, because 2 wasn't 3. Like 3 was the one that was a balanced nightmare. 2 was fine because it was a more simplified version.
Wait, we're talking about Marvel vs. Capcom or Destroy All Humans?
That's about Marvel vs. Capcom because some guy saying
that
2 was blasphemous.
My position was not blasphemous. 2 was way more reasonable. 3 was like a fucking dumpster fire. That's why you have so many people that are sweatfists around it, because they like the fact that it's a one-touch death game. Every single like competitive like fan is going to want that because it means a one-sided non-interactive game where I touch you and then the game is over for that character.
Tekken? Isn't that just Tekken?
No, because you will combo drop for most characters.
You sure about that?
And that's yes. Have you played any Tekken 8 recently?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Man speaking out of his ass.
How dare you, good sir? I don't want to hear this when your fighting game is known for juggling someone across the map to an insta-death.
No, literally not known for that. Combo drops happen significantly more in Tekken than in like any other game.
For that?
Yeah. Bro, what? There are no fucking air combos in Tekken. You're juggling from the ground.
Juggles! You're just
that's not a good argument then. Use fucking Street Fighter or something where you can actually do a full squat jump into the air. Actually, you know what? If you keep up with this, I'll play your fucking Dead or Alive games from 1 through 6, and we'll see if your Dead or Alive games hold up under the same scrutiny. I might have to go through them anyway. So
hang on, well, I'll say this for later. I was about to look up a Tekken fucking air juggle compilation.
And you want to compare that? You want to compare that to Street Fighter or literally any other game, and tell me what the difference between those is? Yeah, let's have that debate. Let's have that.
You want to know what the difference is? Street Fighter is known for cool moments. Tekken's just known for air juggles.
Bro, don't tell me that Tekken isn't known for cool moments. Get the fuck out of here.
Mangler, am I going to have to bring one of the greatest video game moments of all time brought to you by Street Fighter? I don't think Tekken's got one of the greatest moments of all time.
What's greatest moments in that? Bro, I got more gameplay and cinema in Tekken. And Tekken's story half the time is literally the same fucking thing. It's the Mishimas trying to kill each other. You don't even care about Tekken for the story. And I'd still play that 100 times over Street Fighter.
Hang on.
Granted, it's no Mortal Kombat, but
Know your place, boy. All right, so this
he's gonna show me.
This is Evo 2004. I believe this is Street Fighter 3.
Oh man, look at this. Look at this combo depth of her just chasing, approaching, just poking him in the leg. It's literally just a poke game. The entire game. Just pokes.
Look at this, Mangler. These are perfect half-a-second input blocks. Know your place. Let's see that again. Look at that. Perfect fucking reflexes. Get me something on Tekken that's on that level. Get out of here. That was a comeback. Look at his health bar. It's practically fucking zero. Know your fucking place, Tekken player. Know where you stand.
So your argument is that it's a better game because it's possible to block Chun-Li's kicks?
No, I'm saying it's a better game because it actually has the potential for hype moments. Give me a Tekken hype moment that isn't just a guy being juggled across the entire map. Come back to me when you
neutral's way better. Yoshimitsu's entire character is literally fucking. Yoshimitsu's entire character is nothing but hype. The character is literally just wind through not understanding what the fuck you're doing.
Are we not going to acknowledge that, Jin being able to blow up the planet's pretty hype?
Shut the fuck up, you're Australian, your opinion doesn't matter. Alright,
I disagree with a lot of these design takes. Yeah, I mean, if you thought Marvel vs. Capcom 3 was a well-designed game, then your takes are probably not in the right atmosphere.
So, Kyle, we have reached the God of War portion of the state of play at the very end.
Oh yeah, Kyle, did you get to see the announcements for play?
No, because depending on if this stream was still going to be, I'm probably going to be caught up anyway because Mr. Friends videos makes me want to take a shit and not watch. Over here will catch me up.
Aww.
Okay.
Tim, are you demanding more of him?
No. Kyle's upset because I get the set time to watch his content. And he's like, why don't you watch it when you're taking your hour-long bathroom breaks? And I'm like,
no. How about you phrase it the way that you phrased it to me, you bastard? He saw that my latest video was coming up, and he's just like, I could watch my friend's video, but you know what it makes me want to do? Go take a shit. So he launched his phone onto the lounge and went to go take a shit instead.
And he never came back again.
Video is a fucking laxative.
Slander! This is slander! No, so this is what happened. This is what...
I just told you what happened.
Shut up! I remember now.
Are we about to get some revisionist history?
Oh, fuck you, I'm American, that's all I do. But no, hang on. So, what happened was... Stop fucking smiling, you fucking bastard. So, Mario releases a video, and he hasn't been premiered. I look on my phone, and I see the premiere is up. And I'm like, oh, Kyle's the video's out. But I gotta take a shit, so I toss it to my couch, and I just go into the bathroom to use the bathroom.
You heard it here first, from the horse's mouth. My video makes this man want to take a shit. You know what? That does so much. That does so much for my self-esteem.
So now I know that your video is less valuable than a literal shit.
I know. Fucking my friend that I've known for damn near a decade.
It's also less important.
My friend that I've known for damn near a decade.
Hang on.
And this information did so much for my self-esteem. He could have just lied. He could have just said that he missed it. No, he had to tell me in specific detail how he had to go take a shit.
Shit! For your 40-minute long video! That's not healthy!
No. Because it's worse. Instead of just, taking it to the bathroom like a normal person, no. He launches his phone and instead goes to the toilet.
So you know what could have solved this? A bit of a compromise. If you didn't want to touch the phone,
how about just lying to me and telling me you just missed it?
No, he wouldn't have to lie, and he wouldn't have to touch his phone or get dirty if he didn't want to worry about that. You could just plug it an earbud, connect it to the phone to carry the audio so that you could listen to it while you're taking a dump, so that you don't have to hold your phone. Of course, that would require you. Hold up, that would require him to have the one thing he knows he doesn't have.
Mango, you have to understand. I'd rather this man lied to me. Because that did so much for my self-esteem to hear that.
Yeah, yes, but in order to do that, he'd also have to have Bluetooth earbuds. So we know that was never going to work out.
I know.
Because every time I've asked,
no one can contact me when I'm in the bathroom. I don't have any technology near me. I am just alone taking a dump of my terrible bowel movements. Also, really sorry, chat, that we got off course here on this one.
I think we're mostly at the end of the state of play. I don't think there's too many.
More announcements. And Kyle, I will watch the video when it pops into my schedule. I'm sorry I couldn't watch your fucking premiere at 11 in the morning. I had barely woken up.
No. Let's be clear here. He hesitated for a second. What he was about to say is he had better shit to do.
This is what I was gonna say.
He also had better shits to take.
No, man. He had better shit to do, and he had no shits to give.
That is so rude of you. And I defend you all the time. Feels bad.
This reminds me. This is the first person to throw me under the bus.
I defend you all the time. Look. Kyle, we can have this discussion on stream later, but I'm on the God
This is the person who will gaslight all of you into thinking that I didn't carry in the Resident Evil co-op.
You know you did.
Hang on. Let me read the comments. Well, CD says we're gonna get a God of War trilogy. I wonder how it's gonna make Kratos weaker while everyone says he's gotten stronger. Well, no, this is a remake of the old game, so it's most likely just going to use the same events, the same plot, same voice lines. It'll just remake the entire gameplay. You might get lore statements.
At best, you get reworked voice work, because it seems like the original voice actor is happy to come back, even though that makes no sense canonically, but pop off.
It's probably just tuning up of the sound effects to make it optimization with like the highest resolution. It's not really like going to be,
Well, it's probably just going to be like upscaled, way better looking versions of the trilogy, which I'll take that. That's better than nothing.
No, it says remake, so that means they're going to be changing like the core gameplay to some extent.
So think of it like Destroying Human 2 remake
I
or story.
Do free games. I cannot do free games of them trying to do the Greek saga like the fucking Norse. Don't do that.
I'm sorry, Kyle. It's just what it is.
We talked about that, and that I just said like I hope they change it to make it better and remove the stiffness. But it would be really, really funny, terrible, but really, really funny if they remade it like the Norse games. I would laugh so hard for a full week.
Anyways.
And then I'd be sad.
Kyle, you're talking a lot of shit over there. I have a wager I'd like to present to you later to put your money where your mouth is. If you believe you
If your wager is catching your videos, I have seen all of your videos.
No, Kyle, it'd be a monetary wager.
You know what? When I need to go to the toilet, I take the phone with me.
I'm not taking my phone to the bathroom. You can't gaslight me to do that. Oh, also, DOA 7 got announced, and so did DOA 6 last round. So, new skins. We're gonna pick up the skin reviews when it drops.
Nice.
All right, let's see what the actor has to say.
All right, before you do that, what's your wager?
We play Resident Evil 5 and 6 again. Hardest difficulty. For every death, we owe the other person $1.
Done.
Oh my gosh. There's gonna be so much bad blood in the water.
Oh no, I'm about to recoup. I'm about to recoup some of my losses from the wrestling stream. Fuck yeah.
Oh, did you guys ever watch that wrestling? None of you guys watched the wrestling stream. Oh, that was the funniest. Oh, that was great. I might look that one up after this.
Okay. So even Zim admits with that one. The Great Khali should have won. That was bullshit. There was no fucking way I should have lost. The Great Khali was hitting the Rock his ass the entire match.
Well, now on your channel? Because I might show them. I think the Rey Mysterio one. Was that the one that I got cheated on, or the one you got cheated on? Which one was the briefcase?
That was the ladder match with Bret Hart where you fucking won. After I did all the work. After Bret Hart did all the work to get the briefcase down. You came out of nowhere and stole the victory.
I might show them that like a 2x speed. That's on your channel, right? Or is that on mine?
Yeah, one.
Okay, I might show them that 2x speed.
And I'm thrilled to bring you some exciting news
about how will that work? American dollar and Australian dollar don't have the same value. Zim, go.
That's a good question, actually. But it's not going to matter because I'm going to be better than him, so he's just going to be paying me, so I don't have to worry about the conversion rate.
Starting with that teaser that you just saw. Now look, we are happy and excited.
Man is so convinced he's got everything going for him.
This man doesn't understand that, like, all of my deaths when it came to 5 was because of him. He threw me under the bus.
Wait. This trilogy is now in development?
Well, yeah. Mangler, do you think they were working on it beforehand?
Yeah, I thought they were just like announcing it, and they had been working on it for at least a little bit of time. Damn, so it's gonna be years before we get back to free content, which means we're never getting.
I would assume that it's not going to be all 3 in one. Like the announcement is all 3 games are being remade, but we'll probably get them one at a time. I don't think we're gonna get them all at the same time.
Bro, what if it's you get the FF7 remake thing? Now, granted, it'll be like 3 games, but you get like one apiece, 3 or 4 years apart. You'll be finished in like 15 years.
No, I would assume it'll probably take 3 years a game, so it should be out within a decade.
I'm telling you. Next
time
we come back, we coming with
the only thing that I know that's coming out besides from like what you just told me, DOA and God of War, is the irony. I've picked up Legacy of Kain and Legacy of Kain Defiance, and a new 2D scroller has fucking been announced. I'm just like, oh my fucking god, yes. Maybe I should start playing Infamous again. Maybe Sucker Punch will come out of nowhere.
I did emulate those games when you told me to.
Since we're approaching the last few months of God of War's 20th anniversary,
It was worth it.
we couldn't let it close without one last surprise. Now, this announcement.
I will say, well, I'm glad he's back. From what I understand, he rejected the role for Valhalla to come back as young Kratos, so I am wondering what happened there.
Is a passion project.
Now, of course,
What if?
I could
Hold up. Big stretch. What if he only agreed to do this if they kept? Well, I mean, if they didn't change anything in the story, presumably, and his character.
Maybe his condition was, I don't want to come back if there's another guy voicing Kratos.
Maybe. I don't know what his deal is.
It's God of War's signature brutal combat, rewarding exploration, and
Legacy of Kain is so goated.
like you've never heard it.
It is quite popular.
I'm telling you.
Dang, you still got that Kratos voice.
That's all you get. So, thank you for 2 strong.
I keep hearing him as the guy from Agents of Mayhem for some reason.
Cooking to keep the next 20 years surprising, fresh, and fun as hell to play.
The next 20
All
years?
right, you can watch it now. Go. Why are you still here?
Wait, what did he say?
He said the next 20 years refreshing.
Oh no. No.
Wait, what? 20 years in reference to what?
No. So he says this announcement is a passion project that will let you experience God of War's signature brutal combat, rewarding exploration and heartfelt storytelling like you've never heard it before. I'm telling you.
You're gonna give the Grace the Norse treatment. No.
Thank you for 2 decades of support, and we can't wait for you to see what we've got cooking to keep the next 20 years surprising, fresh, and fun as hell to play.
Okay, so 20-year time frame. Every 5 years we
From
get a
now.
God of War remake.
I wonder how much money was in that contract.
That's a good question. All right, so this is God of War, Sons of Sparta, which is funny because I think this is the title that got people convinced it was a DMC game.
Oh, yeah.
I saw everyone being so disappointed that there was none. It's just like, you all only have yourselves to blame for hyping yourselves up. Capcom never promised you that they were doing 6.
You should have seen the KH fans. They were livid.
Oh, please. KH are used to getting shafted.
No, it was so funny.
15 years to get free.
No, they're like, state of play. They're like, man, why didn't we get a trailer for like Sora's big new boots at least? It's like a Square Enix, you forgot to put your game here.
So, my question is Deimos in this game? It looks like he is.
He is.
This would probably be before the events of the start of Ghost of Sparta.
No, this is when he's a kid.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like you're playing the flashback portions.
It looks like you're fighting some sort of demon. Who wants to bet that Deimos gets massively upscaled in this game, and that's why they assume he's the guy who kills the gods? That Deimos kills the final enemy, and they're like, he's a threat. He must be the one who's the threat to Olympus.
This is where the reason.
That would be a way better excuse than the one that they went off, which is like, the boy with the scar, get him.
So the reason they specifically went after Deimos was because they went to Sparta to find the marked warrior that would bring about the end of Mount Olympus. They show up, Deimos has a mark on his face, they're like, it's that guy, fuck him.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This could be a retcon to where they actually did some research and Deimos actually proved to be enough of a threat that he would be the marked warrior they're looking for.
No, even better, we find out he gets the mark because he does a trial and it gives him power, whatever, and they're like, alright, that mark's bad news.
It's
Kill him.
respect for the other guy, so he has the full credit. Is that the reason he chose not to voice it? I I think that was a poor choice then, if that's the reason.
I'm glad he's back voicing Kratos. That's good either way.
Well, to be clear, both Kratos voice actors were good.
Oh, I've never claimed that guy was like a bad voice actor. I don't think you have really bad voice actors in God of War. It's more so like I just didn't like his character.
Christopher Judge is good.
You want to finish that?
No, that was the sentence. Christopher Judge is good. That's Thor and Ragnarok's voice actor.
Shit, the game's already out?
Yeah, this is I'm pretty sure this is a side story. Like a side scroll, sorry.
So Kyle, are you watching the stream or no?
No.
Okay, I was just making sure because I was going to show you the DOA stuff if you were, but that's fine. I'm just checking.
Available today.
Okay, so I'm actually curious for that story because actually I think the Greek Pantheon actually had some of the better stories across God of War's.
It had the best stories because it actually, cared about telling a story that wasn't trying to have a glorified father-son relationship, which is very hollow when you analyze it.
All right. Well, I think personally, from everything we saw, there were some very solid games announced. I can't. Well, besides like Marathon, I can't think of a game that I thought was like genuinely just bad. Maybe Rayman.
No. Are they doing another Rayman?
Yeah, it's more of a remake.
It was just like no, it was a remake. It was a remaster of the 5 versions of the original game with a bunch of extra content and decisions instead of
Actually,
a collection of all the Rayman games.
Kyle. Oh, you poor soul. Guess who has to go back and play Metal Gear? Because Metal Gear Solid 4 is getting remade and released on all consoles.
No, we already watched it.
No. Also, Peace Walker and Metal Gear Solid 4 are coming out in the same Master Collection, Kyle. Aren't you excited?
Where's Rising Revengeance?
Nowhere.
Saving that for the 3rd Master Collection when they port Ground Zeroes and fucking Phantom Pain.
MGS5 fully remade again.
You know what it will be? I bet it will be Ground Zeroes 5, Portable, and Rising Revengeance.
Yep.
That'd be sick.
Because that would literally be all the 5 spinoffs.
Alex Mercer versus Kratos. Kyle, go.
How badly do you want Kratos to die?
2 words. Gobble gobble.
Gobble.
Mercer about to get a good meal.
Where do you scale Loki from God of War at? He'd have to be comparable to Kratos and Odin.
Mountain level.
Where do we scale Loki? Where else do you scale the rest of the coughing babies? I'm not fair. Atreus almost killed Kratos.
I'm interested in buying from the State of Play was Crimson Moon in that chicken game. They had some good games. Not all of them were 100%, but the announcements were pretty good. I'm very excited for the Dead or Alive 6 announcement. Can't wait for Last Round to come out so I can play Dead or Alive. I'll even stream my Rise to the Top. I like the OG voice actor because you can feel the visceral pain and anger through the voice alone. So if I had to choose between the 2 voice actors, I do like the OG one better. But Kratos has only had good voice actors. Is BlazBlue Entropy Effect X good or bad?
I've been playing Entropy Effect so far. It's been pretty good, but I'm only at the very beginning of the game.
Where's Dark Souls 2 sequel? I think they made that one like 10 years ago. I think it's called Dark Souls 3. Not really a big fan of it personally, but a lot of people are.
They gave me a laugh. Thank you.
And then, how many calories would Alex get from Kratos?
All the calories.
I'll probably watch the game story of that. Actually, is it already out? Well, no, because it's 7 hours ago. It might be. Hang on, let me check.
It is.
God of War, Sons of Sparta story.
You know they could have put that shit on PlayStation 4. That thing was like a side-scrolling game.
Well, I'm assuming someone's already beaten the game.
It's locked to PlayStation 5.
Oh, he's live streaming it right now. Never mind, he hasn't been able to beat it yet. It must be a pretty long game then.
Dark Souls 3 is not a true sequel. It's what we call a Disney. Bro, Disney has made better content than Dark Souls 3.
No, Xander beat it in 2.5 hours.
Wait, what the hell? 2.5 hours?
Well, I don't.
That's a little short.
I don't expect this game. It says full gameplay walkthrough.
Walkthrough or playthrough?
No. I think this is just part 1 because it doesn't look like he beats the game by the end.
I'm surprised there were no EA games. I mean, EA's more like sports and like shooters and stuff. But I am surprised Square Enix didn't show off something, at least.
Well, why would they? I mean, we already know what they're working on, and it's not Kingdom Hearts 4, so you can stop dreaming on that one.
Bro, I didn't mean Final Fantasy or KH. They've got other fucking properties.
No, they don't.
Really? Really? Why don't you tell them?
I'd love to, but
I'm
they
going
wouldn't
to
listen.
the official Dead or Alive website to see what the information, if there's any new information or any other information I didn't mention.
2024 Disney Mangler. There's no version of Disney that is worse than the soulless sequel that was DS3.
There is new information, which is good. It is coming out in June.
What is?
The new
Isn't that
DOA.
funny?
It is a June release.
Isn't that funny? We got a new Ninja Gaiden and we got a new DOA.
No, you got 3 new Ninja Gaidens.
Okay.
Technically
so
2.
I wasn't tripping balls. Okay. Yeah, no. Okay, so their statement was a little misleading in regards to the new costumes. So
What happened?
they're saying that new costumes for 5 popular characters have been added. So it is specifically Kasumi, Ayane, Maria Rose, Hanukkah, and Nico will have 5 new costumes. But not all
so
the characters
ironically, none of the men.
No, but I'm very excited for the costumes they chose because that is Hanukkah's best costume by far. That was such a good design she had in Prism. I'm so happy that's being ported over officially.
Kill news? Nope. What is this DMC6 that roaming around? There was no DMC6 rumors.
I just saw some of the names acting in the Sons of Sparta, and the person who plays Kratos' daughter is actually the same voice for Coco. So that's pretty cool.
Nice. Oh, all right. There's the catch. We are not getting Mai Shiranui or Kula Diamond in the base last round game. So if they are going to be in it, you'll have to pay for them again. There's the catch. That's a little annoying. But that's fine. Okay. Then why'd you guys even watch this? What do you mean? We watched it because it was the state of play, so we checked it out. No Ultra Kill news. Is DMC6? Oh yeah, DMC6 was not announced. But to be fair, that was a pipe dream. Like, how many years has it been since DMC5?
27.
Yeah,
Not 20.
Yeah, guys, it's only been 7 years. Come on now, it's got to be at least 10. What were these people expecting? Honestly, it's just not healthy to cope like this.
Sono finished his last project in 2024. What did you think he was going to do? Produce a AAA DMC6 ready for release in like 2 years with like no vacation immediately afterwards?
As far as I know, Itsuno doesn't work on DMC anymore, right? He's in.
He doesn't. So That's the point. If he's not even there, who do you think in his place is going to produce a brand spanking new product on the quality of DMC5 in like half the time he had for his previous project?
Maybe somebody who, and I no disrespect to Itsuno, someone who could stay on budget and actually manage their own expectations.
I mean, you say that. You say that. And has there ever been anyone in his place that's performed better?
What is the first guy?
Kamiya?
Maybe did Kamiya do it better?
No. DMC1 never even sold like 2 mil. He outsold him with DMC2 with 2 months of fucking resources. DMC2 was technically the best-selling game until DMC4 came out. I want to point that out. It had 1.5 million sales, and that was the highest amount of sales the series had made.
Alright, so then I guess I gotta wait for June then to play DOA 6. That's fine. Gives me some time to take care of other stuff in the meantime. Markiplier. Markiplier made a movie. But yeah, I think that's about it. Unless there's any other thoughts you guys want to give on the state of play. I mean, it was okay. I guess overall rating, I think I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I think like there was nothing like there was a few
Better than
announcements.
last year?
5 out of 10. So 5 out of 10 because it's not really a PlayStation state of play. Most of these weren't exclusives; they were third-party ones. I was disappointed by a few of them. So if we were matching this as like a third-party showcase, this would be an 8 out of 10. I think I'd agree with you.
Yeah, but so I'm treating it as a third party overall. Mainly just looking at it from a PlayStation exclusive, or at least a PlayStation, I guess, origin.
Because it is a PlayStation state of play, so it is their conference and they're promoting exclusive stuff. But if we want to think about it like a general one, it's definitely an 8 out of 10 in terms of presentation.
Yeah, but okay. Don't forget to change that title, Zim. Yeah, I'll change the title. Yeah, give me Lost Planet 2 remake. Not likely. But yeah, overall pretty solid. Dead or Alive's back. Actually, no Musha information. I'm a little surprised on that one. Did that game already come out?
The number 2?
No. The new, or is it Onigoshima? No, it's Onimusha. The Capcom like samurai demon fighting game.
Yeah. They already made number 2, so I don't know if they made a spin-off to that.
Oh, great. Zim gets to look at more tits. That is vulgar, Pimp Demon. I'm just excited that my favorite fighting game is coming back so I can have a good fighting game to play again. No offense, Guilty Gear Strive, but like, you're not quite my tempo. Not quite my tempo. I'm not the biggest fan of 2D fighters. I try like 2D fighters a lot. I really do, but fuck me.
Man, we need to get this guy some Blaze Blue.
No, I'm good. I'm good. You keep your Blast Blue.
You like fucking Street Fighter.
I hate that you pronounced that wrong on purpose.
You like fucking Street Fighter, but you wouldn't play Blaze Blue.
Oh, well, hold on a minute. I might have given you the wrong impression. I fucking hate Street Fighter. I do not like
there we go.
Fighter.
So that entire position was just disingenuous then.
It was not disingenuous. I believe Street Fighter's merits are valid, and my positions were on an objective level. But as a game, I do not like Street Fighter.
Yeah, your position was valid, so we totally didn't have that Tekken stream where everybody was cheering like fucking crazy when we were going down to like the last bit of health. But it totally wasn't hype.
You want
right?
me to look at the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite section again, where I beat you by not even touching you?
And you could do that, and it wouldn't change anything about my position because I'm right.
No. Also, I'm not buying Tekken 8 because Tekken 8's in a bad spot right now, anyways, gameplay wise.
I'm really excited for the control thing. I just hope it doesn't reference. I hope it doesn't reference Firebreak because I don't want to have to buy Firebreak because that's more of like a multiplayer game. I'm only playing like Control for.
It will probably reference Firebreak, so I would just recommend watching like gameplay of it because you know Firebreak's canon, right? Like it's just like...
yes, but I don't want to. It better not have a story, is what I'm saying. Like, I'm tired of people getting like multiplayer games that have like no single player content into my single player series. It's really annoying.
No, I get it. I get it. But all right. If there's nothing else, I believe Kyle will be streaming later today on his channel, if I'm not mistaken.
What's today? Yes.
So, that'll be going on. We'll see if I join him for that. And I think that about does it. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you guys for your time as always. Have a nice day. And I'll see you guys on the next streamer video. Take care, everybody. Have yourselves a nice night.